Before you take out your credit card and pay for any NCA resources, I want you to know that there is free stuff out there, which is equally important as buying books or purchasing notes. Hi everyone, in this video, I'm going to show you 5 different resources that I had used when I was preparing for my exams, and I found them super helpful, and most importantly, it's all free. So the first one is Craig Forsee's podcast. Craig Forsee is a professor at University of Ottawa's Law School, and he's written some books which are actually used in different law schools throughout Canada. So I was able to access his admin law podcast. I'll show you how I did that. But the first one is the podcast by Craig Forsee. The second is UBC's law past exams. So UBC has all the past exams available on their website. It's easy to access it, and I'll show you how to do it. Past exams are important, so you can take a look at how you're going to be tested on your exam. Third is the NCA website. There's an important article on the website that perhaps you should be reading it at least 3 times. The fourth one is the NCA syllabus. The fifth is NCA sample exams. So if you're interested, stay tuned. I'm going to share my screen and show you how you can access all these 5 different resources and how they're important. So I'm going to type in Craig Forsee. Yep, so that's the one. You click on that. You click here. Now you can take a look at a lot of stuff that is on this website, but I'll show you the one that I used. I used the podcast series for admin law. So I'm opening it in another tab. So look at all the podcasts over here because these are different for different topics. I had some issues understanding more recent developments in standard of review. So, I thought that this was pretty great because it clarified a lot of my concepts, and these are free. You can use them as much as you like. And yeah, I hope this will clarify a lot of your concepts because, I found them pretty helpful, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. Now, the second resource that I talked about is the UBC library. So you can put UBC, okay, right there, law exams. You're going to go to the first one right here. Now, these are all the past law exams that are available on the website. You can play around with it and see if you want to go into different years, but I'm going to go into the most recent one and just show you how it works. So let's just click that. So you'll see that there are different past exams over here. So let's just go into Canadian Constitution Law and see what's there. So you can definitely take a look at all of these and see if this is helpful to you. Obviously, if you're not able to answer all the questions, that's fine, but you should still have an idea of what type of questions you can expect on the exam. So keep going down and you'll see this question right here. Yeah, so this is actually very similar to what I got on the actual Constitution exam. You can take a look at it, read it, and see if this makes sense to you. And even if it doesn't, it's okay. You'll still know how to study just by reading the questions first. Okay, so now the last couple of resources are on the NCA website. So I'm just putting in NCA website Canada. I'm going to go on the first one because this is the latest website. This is the oldest version, so this one's the most helpful. Now, before you start studying, you should actually read everything word by word that is on this website. But what I would specifically like you to focus on is this section here, resources. You click that. And then this article right here. So I'm just going to open it in a new tab. If you go here, this is 5 pages long. This has a lot of information that will help you understand what is it that you're going to be tested on. So look, this tells you about the examination purpose. Very important to read. Time management skills. Now, this is so important. Write the answer. This is pretty much telling you how you need to write the answer. Issue, rule, application, and conclusion. Then it goes on to give you an example. So you want to read this article at least 3 times to understand this method. And even if you don't understand it, you'll still have a basic idea of what the IRAC method is. Now, the next thing that I want you to focus on is the syllabus. So on the website, you just go to exams. And you keep scrolling down. Sorry, you just have to go here. Exam outlines and samples. Yeah, so as you can see, these are all the subjects offered by the NCA. You can see which of the syllabus is updated. So this is very important to know because when you're buying notes, you want to ask people if they had updated notes as per the May 2020 version. So you take a look at the syllabus. I'm going to open it. Now, it's very important to read the objectives of the course and then how are you going to be evaluated. Again, this gives you an idea of what this subject is going to be about and what exactly is NCA looking for in terms of this course. Now, you want to make sure that you read all the materials that you might need, and there's some articles right here that you could take a look at. So again, the syllabus is more important. The syllabus is most important because before you start studying, you want to know what the objectives are and how you're going to be evaluated. So you can do this for all the courses that you're writing. I'm going to go back and show you a sample exam. So let's just look at sample exam for foundations. So you go here. Now, obviously, you're not going to know how to answer these questions, but you can still take a look at them and understand, for instance, what is it that you're going to be tested on. So again, this question is asking you to write a memo. Do you know how to write a memo? If you don't, this is something that you want to learn. Then they're asking you, let's just say for instance, in this question, they're asking you a lot about these cases. So it kind of tells you that maybe case law is really important in this course. So here they're asking you, do you agree with this statement? And then you need to explain this. So this tells you that, you might get questions that are asking you about your opinion, and then you need to explain why you have that opinion. So yeah, you should take a look at all the exams, the sample exams that you're writing, and that should give you a fair idea of what you're going to be tested on. Now in the end, just a couple of points. This is a starting point. So if you take a look at everything that I've mentioned, you will get an idea of what is it that you're going to be tested on and just a general understanding of, what the NCA exam is going to look like, what are the objectives of the course, or how you're supposed to answer these questions. Now, if you need more help, you can go to the next stage, but as a starting point, this is what you should be doing. If you think that this video was helpful, please subscribe to my channel or perhaps share this video with somebody else who might think that this is useful.